The following procedure is a bump test and calibration of the ST-IAM unit. The tools required are a digital voltmeter with a resolution to 2 decimal places, a crocodile clip, a test probe, flat-bedded screwdriver and Murco Calibration Kit, which includes your cylinder of calibration gas, flow regulator, flexible non-absorbent tubing and a vented calibration hood. This is an ST-IAM unit. For demonstration purposes we will be using the semi-conductor model, but the procedure is the same for all ST-IAM models. Please use the check and calibration manual for the appropriate adjustment of potentiometers for each sensor type. The 0 volt test is marked here on the motherboard as TPO. The sensor voltage output in clean air is monitored at pin 3 on CON3. The adjustment for the 0 voltage is RV2 and the span or range adjustment is RV1. The alarm set points are monitored at TP2 for low level and TP3 for high level on the motherboard. The alarm set point for low level RV1 or high level RV2 on the motherboard. Please note that this is not to be mistaken with RV1 and RV2 on the sensor PCB. The delay settings on the units are at JP1 for low level and JP2 for high level as shown here. The jumpers are normally red or black in colour. Before starting, inform the occupants, plant operators and/or supervisors of the test. Check ST-IAM connections to external equipment and disconnect if required. In order to deactivate any delays, ensure jumpers JP1 and JP2 are in the 0 minutes position. Before performing your test, the ST-IAM must be powered up overnight. The rating label on the side of the ST-IAM gives you the calibration gas, range and alarm voltage. These values were established during the initial factory calibration of the unit. There are 2 types of bump test. The quantified bump test uses a known concentration of gas and the non-quantified bump test uses an unknown concentration. Connect the voltmeter between TP0 and P3 on the CON3 and adjust RV2 to 0 volts in clean air. Once the sensor starts to see gas, this voltage should increase. For a quantified test, you need to use a calibration cylinder of the target gas at the concentration as on the rating label or higher. Expose the sensor by introducing gas and the sensor here, and you should see the voltage increase. It may take 10 to 15 minutes to reach full scale on the sensor output. Older sensors may take longer. Observe the voltmeter output when the unit goes into alarm. This should correspond to the alarm set point on the rating label, which should be the factory setting or a previous local change. Once you've reached the alarm set point, the low-level yellow LED will come on and then the red LED will come on at the high-level set point and the relays will activate. If connected to the ST-MON panel, it will show the output from the sensor on the display and will activate its relays as set in the panel. Connect between TP0 and pin 3 on CON3 with your known target gas of specified range. Adjust RV2 for 0 volts in clean air. Expose the sensor by introducing gas and the sensor here, and you should see the voltage increase. Once the voltage stops climbing and stabilizes, then adjust the voltage output to 10 volts using RV1. The ST-IAM will now be in alarm and relays should activate. If connected to the ST-MON, the panel will show the output for the sensor on the display and will activate its relays as set in the panel. Remove the gas and the unit will come out of alarm and return towards 0 volts.